This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube. And this is L2C Sports Final brought to you by the L2C Media Network because we have no sponsors yet, but we're trying. Now, here he is on a wild Wednesday that was very unpredictable. The equally unpredictable Steve the Baxman Baxley. Yeah. Hi. How you doing, everybody? Let me take these off. They give me, it's like those little IFBs you get to hear from the producers. Frankly, I throw the buck out. All right. Welcome, everybody, to this little fun fiesta we call the L2C Sports Final, and it has been a wild Wednesday even for yours truly, and I just knocked... Oh, there you are. Hi. I'm saying hello to Uno. Hopefully, he'll join us in a little bit, but had a fun day. Oh, boy, was it a fun day. Okay, well, let's begin first. Had to pick up some folks, which I enjoy doing. Had to pick up my friend Angie and Chrissy and Jay and Yuki, and it was interesting. Okay, had to take Yuki over to Aldi's, and Aldi's and Myers and anyone else they're in, they have to, and I realize that they have to they have to clean the they have to clean their place, make it all good because of the pandemic. Okay. Well, they use the same type of chemicals in their cleaner that everyone else does, and that screws up my chest to the point where I get a little sick. So I was lucky I only got to go for one thing, because when I got the garbage can liners, or trash bags, excuse the expression, I got to the cash register and I had to hold. I mean, I know this is the mask I wore, okay? Now, I know in some cases, and I'll repeat this, some cases the mask does work. You'll breathe easy. When it comes to the chemicals they use in the cleaners for the floors, I could still smell it, and that got my chest right about here. I know you can't see it, but it got me, my chest was burning. So I got out of there, and it took a couple of hours, but thank you. Whoa. Took a couple of hours, but I finally got okay. Then, so I was piling the others out. On the dash, we got the symbol for low tire. So guess what happened? That's right. Had to go to Discount Tire, and not one, not two, not three, but four. All four tires had to be changed. And it was because the Jackson County roads. That's right. There were more craters on the roads than there are on the moon. So it was about $435. If I had the balls, I would take the bill from Discount Tire Company and I would go to the city commission and I would shove it in the face of the mayor saying, hey, you guys don't have to pay for this. Pay for it, please. I'd probably be thrown in jail. So that is how the day went. We got 4 new tires. That's okay. Everything else was beer and Skittles. But it was a fun day when you think about it. Just a fun day. So hope you had an even funner day. Let's get going. We've went 37 seconds over our allotted beautifulness. Let's give you some sports, shall we? We shall. Okay, kiddies, and yeah, I still got to call for an appointment for a new alignment. Boy, what fun that's going to be. Yes, indeed. Okay. Let's bring you some news. And if you're ready for this, the Raiders have, the Raiders are in the news twice. Would you like to know why? I'm telling you. All 32 NFL teams are gearing up for what will be anything but a regular season due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The coronavirus has hit the sports world harder than Floyd Mayweather hit Manny Pacquiao. And while the NFL was more unaffected by the outbreak than the other leagues, they will now have to deal with the same problems other sports such as baseball, basketball, and hockey have had during their restarts. Now, John Gruden and the Vegas Raiders want to make sure their players understand the seriousness of this virus, and so they conducted an exercise that they hoped would stick with the team. Now, according to Mike Garafolo of the NFL Network, members of the Raiders logged onto a Zoom call last week expecting to see Coach Gruden. Instead, they're greeted by special teams coach Rich Bisaccia, who informed the players that Gruden had tested positive for COVID-19 and was in the hospital being taken care of. Of course, the players were taken aback before Bisaccia, I'm going to just do it like that, Bisaccia, revealed that what he said wasn't actually true. The team wanted to illustrate to the players that anyone at any moment could contract the coronavirus and that every player has to stay ready because the pandemic does not discriminate. Garafolo reports that the players really took the lesson to heart and understand that it is a different world we currently live in. Oh, do we believe that? Now, this exercise came before the Philadelphia Eagles head coach Doug Peterson tested positive for the virus earlier this week. Peterson is the second NFL head coach to contract COVID-19 as Sean Payton, the New Orleans Saints coach, dealt with the virus in the spring. Well, since Peterson is asymptomatic, he can return 10 days after his positive test or 5 days if he tests negative twice. If Peterson does happen to show symptoms during the stretch, he must be away from team facilities for over 10 days. Since the symptoms first occurred in 3 days must pass since the symptoms last occurred per the NFL COVID-19 protocols in place. So there you go. Now, before you say, wait a minute, is that all there is? No! Because the Raiders made more news in the National Football League. I'm not kidding you, kids. They did. Would you like to know what other news they made? I'm glad you asked, even though you didn't actually ask. And it was a wild week, indeed. It's been a rough week and a wild week, to say the least, for defensive lineman P.J. Hall. The Las Vegas Raiders initially notified the former second-round pick he'd be released on Monday, but ended up finding a trade partner just before they submitted his paperwork to the NFL front office for processing. per Adam Schefter of ESPN. Now, in exchange for a conditional 7th round pick, the Minnesota Vikings were to be Hall's new home, and all he had to do was pass the physical to make the deal official. Well, guess what? The Fool failed it. And he was returned to the Raiders, who immediately followed through on their original plan to release him per the league's transaction wire. Now, what made it difficult for Hall to make the Raiders' 2020 roster was the fact that teams around the league are making moves to get their count down to 80 men as opposed to the traditional 90, or COVID-19 protocols, either way, leaving fringe players and those on the bubble, or buble, without a great chance of making the team. Hall was in that league. After not flooring the team in his first 2 seasons and subsequently seeing them add talent at the position this offseason, head coach John Gruden had this to say about it via the Las Vegas Sun. "We're not a Lone Ranger." Well, if it was, who'd be Tonto? Everyone in the league is going through this. We have to do the best we can. It's not going to be an equitable, fair season. Some teams are going to be hit hard by this virus. Some teams are not. Now, former Sam Houston State standout entered the NFL draft with high expectations for what was to come at the next level, but also prior to Mike Mayock taking the wheel as the Raiders GM, Mayock signed veteran lineman Malik Collins this offseason. Thank you. To a 1-year deal worth $6 million that guarantees him $5.75 million of that payroll, and also reuniting him with Rod Marinelli. The two having spent several seasons together when the latter was defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Collins spent 4 seasons in Dallas and produced 14.5 sacks, 84 combined tackles, and 40 hits on the opposing quarterback in 55 starts, landing the number 1 in all but five of his 61 available games. Now, as Mayock and Gruden began tweaking the defense to Marinelli's liking in year 1, it's Collins getting the nod and Hall getting the shaft. He leaves the Raiders having logged 18 starts and 30 games played, garnering 1.5 sacks, 48 combined tackles, and 7 quarterback hits in the process. Of course, the traditional partridge in a pear tree. As for the Vikings, who recently saw Michael Pierce opt out of the 2020 season, they'll get to keep their 7th round pick, but they find themselves back in the market for another defensive tackle. And that's your NFL Raider report. Oh. And one more time, let's do it. Okay. You know what? Excuse me. Thank you. You know what would make me feel good? Would you like to know? Oh, yes, college football. Although some people say the college football season will not exactly kick off. Well, the Big Ten unveiled its 2020 football schedule. Started with a September 3rd kickoff, but, well, we have some shocking news. Are you ready? It's the end of history. It's the end of an era. In Michigan. That's right. The biggest conclusion, the closer of the season for the Wolverines. Yes, you know, their enemies, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Well, they won't be closing the season this year. That wasn't the sound effect we were looking for. There we go. That's right. That's right. They're not going to close their season. A shock. Well, but a surprise early morning announcement. The Big Ten released for the 2020 season, which hopefully will begin on Wednesday. Well, the season won't begin actually on Wednesday, but you know what I mean. The schedule format will be comprised of each team's previously scheduled 9-game conference slate, along with one additional game against a cross-division opponent. Now, the Big Ten will begin play earlier than all the other Power 5 conferences, starting in the traditional Week 1. It is games on Thursday and Friday of that week before beginning league-wide on Saturday, September 5th. The ACC is beginning play the following week. The Big 12 has yet to decide, and the SEC and Pac-12 are kicking it off on September 26th. Now, the 10 Big Ten games will be played over 12 weeks, with each team having, you're going to love this, having, each team having 2 off weeks. Week 13 on November 28th is off league-wide as an additional date to make up games if necessary. Now, this flexibility in the schedule allows for games to be moved and the potential for pushing back the start of the season entirely. While this announcement puts dates and games in writing, nothing is set in stone. That's right. Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren told The Athletic, one of the reasons we went to 10 games was to provide our schools with flexibility to play 10 games over a 12-week period with a couple of open weeks that we can move games into. There has been a great deal of collaboration with this to be able to work on the schedule with athletic directors, coaches, and our conference staff. Anytime you can work together in a collective manner, the better choice you have for success. And you too can be a success as an announcer. Go to announcing school. Oh, sorry. Now, the Big Ten Championship game is currently scheduled on its original date of December 5th, but could be moved to December 19th. The Big 12 also hopes to play its league title game on December 5th, while the SEC and Pac-12 have pushed their games back to December 19th. The ACC is still piddling. Now, the marquee game of all games, we all know tradition, the season closer, Ohio State versus Michigan, one of the most watched college football games each season, will not be the season closer this year. Oh, yes, you may scream. That scream can be heard at both Columbus and Ann Arbor. Nope, it will be played on October 24th, marking the first time the Buckeyes and Wolverines will square off before November since 1933. Now, with the college football landscape shifting amid the coronavirus pandemic, the Big Ten announced that its conference members will conduct 2 COVID-19 tests each week, double the minimum NCAA guidelines of 1 test taken up to 72 hours before beginning competition. Now, if you want to check out the full Big Ten schedule below, go to the various sites, also Big Ten's website. But can we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Okay, we're going to try Week 1, September 5th, Ohio State, Illinois, Thursday, September 3rd, Indiana, Wisconsin, Friday, September 4th, Maryland and Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan State, Nebraska, Rutgers, Northwestern and Penn State, Purdue at Michigan. Week 2, September 12th, we'll see Iowa at Purdue, Illinois and Nebraska, Michigan and Minnesota, Wisconsin, Northwestern, Penn State and Indiana, Michigan State and Maryland, Rutgers and Ohio State. Week 3, September 19th, Illinois and Indiana, Iowa and Minnesota, Wisconsin and Nebraska, Northwestern and Michigan State, Ohio State and Purdue, Rutgers and Maryland, Penn State and Michigan. Week 4 on September 26th will be Purdue at Illinois, Nebraska at Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Maryland and Northwestern, Indiana, Ohio State. Michigan at Rutgers, Michigan State at Penn State. Week 5 on October 3rd. It'll be Northwestern and Iowa, Minnesota and Nebraska, Wisconsin and Maryland, Michigan State at Michigan, and Penn State at Rutgers. Those that have bye-byes will be Illinois, Purdue, Indiana, and Ohio State. Week 6, October 10. You will see Iowa at Illinois, Indiana, Minnesota, Nebraska at Ohio State, Purdue at Wisconsin. The bye-byes are Northwestern, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Penn State, and Rutgers. We go on Week 7, October 17th. Illinois, Northwestern, Rutgers at Purdue, Michigan at Indiana, Maryland at Penn State, Ohio State and Michigan State. The bye-byes are Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, and Wisconsin. Week 8, October 24th. Full slate. Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, Penn State, Purdue and Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, Maryland and Indiana, Michigan, Ohio State, Rutgers and Michigan State. Week 9, October 31st. You got, again, a full slate. Minnesota at Illinois, Michigan State at Iowa, Penn State, 8, Nebraska. That should be at Nebraska. There's no way Penn State could actually eat Nebraska, is there? Anyway, Northwestern at Purdue, Wisconsin at Michigan, Indiana at Rutgers, Ohio State at Maryland. My Maryland. Week numero 10, November 7th, we'll have Illinois at Rutgers, Indiana, Michigan State, Maryland and Michigan, Ohio State at Penn State. The bye-byes are Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, Purdue, and Wisconsin. Week 11 on November 14th, we'll have Wisconsin, Iowa, Northwestern, Minnesota, Nebraska at Purdue. The bye-byes, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State, and Rutgers. Week 12, November 21st, a full slate. It will be. By the way, did we forget to mention? Oh, yeah. Week 8, October 24th, we forgot this, so we will say it again. Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa at Penn State, Purdue at Minnesota, Nebraska at Northwestern, Maryland and Indiana, Michigan at Ohio State, and Rutgers at Michigan State. I think we did the rest. Let's get you week 11 again. Wisconsin and Iowa, Northwestern, Minnesota, and Nebraska at Purdue. The bye-byes are Indiana, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State, Rutgers. Week 12, November 21st. Penn State and Illinois, Iowa at Ohio State, Minnesota, Maryland, Michigan State, Nebraska, Michigan at Northwestern, Purdue at Indiana, Rutgers at Wisconsin. And week 13, kids, they got the week off. All of them do. November 28th, week 14, December 5th, will be the Big Ten Championship game. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. And the Big Ten Championship game will be at the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, so there you are, the 2020 Big Ten college games to be played. Yes. Okay, I know what you're asking. Hey, Steve, what you going to do with the baseball? Some scores. We have them for you. Hopefully, we have them for you. So let's rock it, let's roll it, and let's own it. Okay, first of all, we have to do this because if we don't do it, we won't actually get the thing a go-go. Let's get it going. Okay, the 9th inning. I don't know if it's top or the bottom because we don't have little symbols there. Thank you. Oh, it's now final. Thank you. Okay, the final score. And it is a good one. Giants over the Rockies, 4-3, 4-7-1 for the Giants, 3-6-2 for the Rocks. Webb gets the win for the Giants. He's 1-0. Gray gets the loss for the Rockies. He's 0-1. And got the save for the Giants, his third. Players of this game were Belt for San Francisco. First baseman went 2 for 4, 2 runs, home run, double, 3 ribs. Webb, San Francisco pitcher, full 5, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, and no walks. Top of the 7th inning, and we could have done this yesterday, but it was a primary voting, so it wouldn't have mattered. The Arizona Diamondbacks are taming the Houston Astros by a score of 11-6, 11-12-0 for the DBs, 6-6-0 for the cheaters. I mean, the Astros. We continue. Top of the 8th inning, the Oakland Athletics lead the Texas Rangers 5-4, 5-6-0 for the Athletics, 4-7-0 for the Rangers. We go on. Bottom of the 7th inning, Dodgers lead the Pods 7-4, 7-8-1 for the Dodgers, 4-6-0 for the Padres. Bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Seattle Mariners by 1 over the California Angels, 4-3, 4-6-0 Mariners, 3-3-1 Angels. Let's keep going. You want to? Good, because we got final scores the rest of the way. Let's go for it. Philadelphia Freedom, the Phillies freed themselves of some hits. They beat the Yankees 11-7, 11-11-1 for the Phils, 7-12-2 for the Yankees. Wheeler wheels in his second win for the Phils. Hap, not so happy. He lost this one, so he's 0-1, and Neris gets his first save. Wheeler, the Philadelphia pitcher, went 6 full innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Real Muto, the catcher for Philadelphia, went 2 for 3, 2 runs, a homer, 2 ribs, and 2 walks. Marlins beat up on the Orioles. Wild score, 1-0. 1-2-0 Marlins, 0-3-2 Orioles. Vincent with the win for the Marlins. He's 1-0. Cobb splits it for the Orioles. He's 1-1. And Kinsler gets his second save. In fact, Kinsler is one of the players of the game for Miami. Pitched one full inning, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Meanwhile, Hernandez, the other Miami pitcher, pitched 4 1/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. The Mets tamed the World Series defending champion Washington Nationals 3-1, 3-7-0 for the Mets, 1-5-0 for Nationals. This had a rather scary sight happen as Matt Scherzer, the affable Nationals pitcher, left the start after 1 inning. Whoa. Mets, as we said, 3-7-0. Nats, 1-5-0. Porcello, he got the win. He split it. He's 1-0. Fitty gets a loss. He's 0-1, and Lugo gets his second save. Porcello, the Mets pitcher, is a player of the game. He pitched 7 full, gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Lugo, the Mets pitcher, pitched 2 full, gave up no hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Boy, what fun. Red Sox blank the Rays 5-0, 5-10-0 for the Red Sox, 0-4-0 for the Rays. Perez gets the win for the Red Sox. He's 2-1. Yarbrough gets his second loss as a Tampa Bay Devil Ray. If I could say, Yarbrough's been bedeviled. 2 losses in a row. Yipe. Perez for Boston, their pitcher, pitched 5 solid, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 3 walk. Chavez for Boston, first baseman, went 3 for 4. 2 runs, a homer, and 2 ribs. Twins over the Pirates, 5-2, 5-7-0 for the Twins, 2-4-1 for the Pirates. Dobnak gets the big win. He goes 2-1. Williams, he's winless for the Pirates. In fact, Williams does get some good recognition. He's one of the 2 players of the game. Williams for Pittsburgh, the pitcher, pitched 7 full, gave up 3 hits, 1 error, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. And Dobnak for Minnesota pitcher went 6 full, gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, and no walks. Blue Jays over the Braves, 2-1, 2-5-0 Blue Jays, 1-3-1 Braves. Ryu gets the win. He split it. He's 1-1. Newcomb gets the loss. He's 0-1. And Bass saved the day. He's 2 wins right there. Player of the game, as always, it is Ryu for Toronto, the pitcher. Went 5 full, gave up a hit, no earned runs. 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. Duvall, the Atlanta left fielder, went 2 for 3, got a run, a run, home run, RBI, and a little walkie. All right. Indians beat the Reds 2-0, 2-4-1 Indians, 0-3-0 Reds. Clevenger gets the win. He is Okay, let's try again. Indians took care of the Reds 2-0. 2-4-1 Indians. 0-3-0 Reds. Clevenger gets the win. He goes 1-1. And Tone gets a little shy. Okay, let's try it again. Antonio Hand got his fourth save. Antoine, I should say, or Antone. Hand got to be a player of the game. 1 inning pitch, no hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Clevenger, the Cleveland pitcher, pitched 5 2/3, gave up 2 hits, no errors, 4 strikes, and a walk. Yankees over the Phillies, 3-1, 3-7-0 for the Yankees. For the Phils, 1-3-0. Excuse me. For the Phillies. Ottavino gets the win for the Yankees. He's 2-0. Hunter is 0-1. And Britton gets his 5th save. In fact, Britton is one of the 2 players of the game for the Yankees. 1 inning pitched, no hit, and okay. Britton, pitcher, pitched 1 inning, gave up no hit, no errors, or no earned runs, no strikeouts, no walks. Nola, the pitcher, for Philly, pitched 6 full, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 12 strikeouts, no walks. Cubs over Royals 6-1, 6-10-1 for the Cubbies, 1-5-2 for the Royals. Darvish gets the win. He's 2-1. Bubic got cubed. It's 0-2. Darvish, the pitcher for the Cubbies, goes 7 full, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Bubic, Kansas City. How you doing? Okay. Darvish, 7 innings, 5 hit, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Bubic, Kansas City pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. All right, Marlins beat the Orioles. Obviously, this is a tag team of comfort, you know. It's Orioles and Marlins, and the Marlins paid the Orioles back for last night by winning tonight 2-1. 2-4-0 Marlins, 1-4-0 Orioles. Moran with the first win of his career and of his season. Wojciechowski is 0-2, and Tarpley is 1-2, which is 3. Man, it's going to be a rough one, kids. Moran got the win. He's 1-0. Wojciechowski got the loss. He's 2-0. Moran, Miami pitcher, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and more than me. There we go. Moran for Miami, 1 inning pitch, no hits, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Tarpley for Miami pitched 1 1/3, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, no strikeouts, but 1 walk. And the Brewers over the White Sox 1-0. 1-5-0 for the Brews, 0-6-0 for the White Sox. Hauser gets his first win. Yay. Kuchel gets his first loss. He's 2-1, and Hader gets his second save. Hauser for Milwaukee pitched 7 full, gave up 5 hits, no earned runs, got 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Kuchel for Chicago, 7 full, gave up 5 hits, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts, and 1 little wall. Now, double your pleasure, double your fun. The Cardinals were hoping to do that, but rain got them postponed under the gun. Okay, 11:45, and we have yet to take a break. So we going to the scores. Well, we can. We're going to try to go a full hour here. Let's give you a little explanation. And trust me, it's going to be a little explanating. And here we go. During Wednesday night's National Mets game at Nationals Park, Max Scherzer took to the mound looking to record his first win of the 2020 season, but Scherzer abruptly left the game after just one inning. The veteran right-hander was replaced by right-hander Eric Fetty. After the game, Scherzer told reporters that a tweaked right hamstring caused him to leave the game early. Scherzer told reporters, including the Athletics' Britt Giordili, that he anticipates being ready to make his next start, scheduled for August 11th, and explained that sprinting had caused the injury twice now. Once the issues that had arisen during baseball's return after a near 4-month-long shutdown has been an uptick of pitchers on the injured list. Shohei Ohtani of the Angels with a forearm injury, and Astros Justin Verlander also with a forearm injury were among the pitchers affected. But Nationals manager Dave Martinez told reporters after Wednesday's game, "It's good news to know that this is not a major issue with Scherzer." National manager, we already told that. Scherzer, 0-1 with a 2.84 ERA, has garnered rep as one of the most successful and durable pitchers in the league. But in a short appearance on Wednesday, his velocity was down a tiny bit. That's right. Hitting the lower 90s. He hit 93.3 miles per hour on his fastball, down from 94.4 from his last start. Scherzer gave up a leadoff walk to Brandon Nimmo before giving up a single to Michael Conforto. Scherzer went 2-0 counts against the first two batters of the game. He then struck out Pete Alonso for the first time out of the inning. That was followed by a sacrifice fly from Dominic Smith, and Scherzer got J.D. Davis to ground out for the final out. He faced 5 batters and threw 27 pitches. And the Scherzer listing, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 strike. And there you go. Happy landings on a chocolate star. Okay, let's deal with the ice. I want to remind you that tonight on Lost Blading the Interwebs with Nick Rakita of Rakita Law, the humble one himself. Guess who else is there? That's right, it's Drexel. So get ready for fun, excitement, entertainment, and more as the Drex is loose tonight on the Rakita Law channel, only on YouTube. Let's get to our NHL scores and do what we can. In fact, why don't we just do it on the other side? Okay, we will. We're on the air until midnight, so folks. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, Testola. Hey, I'm still here. Good. It's certainly not easy. We're still here. Hurrah. All righty. Let's get rocking. Let's get going. Let's spin it to win it and get you some scores as they will pop up slowly but surely. Okay. Well, let's go to the NHL because we have to. Then we'll go to the NBA. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Yes, it does. All right. What do you want us to do what we can here? Okay. Do our NHL rep and get you all the scores of all the action and activities as we slowly but surely give you a full hour. I've already done the Ricada lost bleeding promo, so while we're waiting for the NHL scores to pop up, if you saw Dynamite tonight, then you saw a little history as, yes, friends, it was the return of the Bish. Eric Bischoff returned to TNT after about over 20-year absence from everybody's little eyeball. And, well, we'll tell you more about that as well. But, okay, you want to do it? Okay, we'll try and do it again. Please, we're going to make it. We're going to make it to midnight without a single bit of a foop foop. Okay. Liz Steele has a birthday tomorrow, and hey, what a birthday present to give, but a Chicago Blackhawk victory and possible advancement into the Stanley Cup playoffs as this whacked out season continues to play hell. To play hell? Yeah, to play hell with the rest of everything. Right now, speaking of the Blackhawks, the Linda Steele Blackhawks, it's 13:26 remaining in the second. And the Edmonton Oilers tied the Linda Steele Chicago Blackhawks 2-2. The series is tied. The West Stanley Cup qualifier in the West, Game 3. Series is tied 2-2. In the East qualifier, the Florida Panthers defeated the New York Islanders 3-2. The three-star selection, Hoffman, left wing for Florida. Uyghur, the defenseman from Florida, and Pollock, another defenseman from the Islanders, though. Coyotes in the West qualifier Game 3. Arizona leads the series 2-1. And you might as well make it 3-1 because Coyotes beat up on the Predators 4-1. The three-star selection, Quimfer, the goalie for Arizona, Garland, the right wing for Arizona, and Hall, the left wing for Arizona. And if that's not enough, and we know it's not, in the Eastern qualifying round robin, it was Tampa Bay Lightning over the Boston Bruins 3-2. Johnson, the center, and McAvoy, the defenseman. Johnson and Point, captains, actually, both in Tampa Bay, and McAvoy, defenseman, in Boston. LA Avalanche in the Western qualifying round robin, they beat the Stars and blanked them 4-0. Frank Cruz, the goaltender for Colorado, was one of the Stars. Burakovsky, left winger for Colorado, and Donskoy, the right winger of Colorado. They did good. Final score, Canadiens in East qualifying Game 3. Montreal leads the series 2-1, make it 3-1. Canadiens win 4-3 over the Penguins. We have no three-star selection over on that little player pet. You'll see the best in basketball when you watch the NBA. All right. Let's get you the NBA scores whilst we are here. Huzzah! Let's go do it, to it, Pruitt. Yep. Some scores for you. We got them. You need them. We'd love to give them to you. That's right. Let's wrap this puppy up and get some leftovers and some shout outs therein. We got about 5 minutes left. We may go about 5 minutes over time because we're having fun now. Hey. Okay, by the way, I'll pay $2.20. And here they are. Utah Jazz over the what team are they? Well, the Utah Jazz over the Memphis Grizzlies, 124-115. Memphis point guard Ja Morant, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and Rudy Gobert, Utah captain or center, 21 points, 16 rebounds, and 1 assist. 76ers overpower the Wizards. Fa la 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 la. 107-98. Joel Embiid, Philadelphia. See ya. Thomas Bryant, Washington. By the way, Joel Embiid, 30 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Thomas Bryant, center for Washington, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Nuggets over the Spurs, 132-126. Porter Jr. for Denver, the point forward, 30 points, 15 and 1 block. Derek White of the Parents Gardens. Anyway, where are we? Nuggets Spurs, 132-126. Porter Jr., Denver power forward. 30 points, 15 rebounds, 1 block. Derek White, San Antonio power guard. 27 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. Thunder over the Lakers, 105-86. Okay, we continue. Thunder from down under, they beat the Lakers 5-1. Okay, Raptors over the Magic 109-99. Fred Van Fleet for Toronto passes along to. Anyway. Raptors 109, Magic 99. Fred Van Fleet, Toronto, special guard. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists. Aaron Gordon, the Orlando power forward. 9.3. Yeah, 9 point. Yeah. All right. We keep going, folks. Final game, Celtics over the Nets, 149-115. Jeremiah Martin for Brooklyn, the point guard, 20 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Robert Williams III for Boston, center, 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that is all she wrote for tonight. I know we got some sports leftovers, but we'll power them over on Thursday. But folks, that's gonna in, and we'll invite you next week at this time to Circle Them Wagons Hole. And yeah, at least I'm going to try. Listen, folks, as you can tell, we're nodding off here, so we're going to make this short, sweet. Hello to everyone on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That is fast enough for all of us. So that is going to do it for us. Well, no, not yet. No, of course not. We're at the 49-minute mark. We've done a quick high there. Let's make it even more quick. Here's the scoreboard of our usual little trademark Bon Vivant, which means we going to be busting no chops here tonight. Oh, gosh. I know we're at midnight right now. 12:10. That's about an hour. We'll give you soccer, some football. Yes, we do have football, some baseball, and some basketball. The e-leagues, the esports will be back with us in 2 weeks. So, as they say in the business, enjoy what we got for you. Because you never know, we may get it again. Hey, Okay, we're just waiting now for the start of the fall season here as everything loads. Everything loads. All right, let's get you loaded up now. We've done the NBA scores in the NHL and the Go soccer time. And we'll give you a couple of games. FC Copenhagen over Beskashir 3-0. Shakhtar Donetsk over Wolfsburg 3-0. Inter 2-0 over Getafe. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 200. Okay. Inter over Getafe 2-0. Must make it up. Manchester United over Lask 2-1. In club friendly, we'll just give you a few scores. Sigma Olomouc lost to Bruno 2-0. Ghent over Searing 2-1. Liberec over Ziskov 4-1. Ostrava, an 8-0 winner over Trinic. Dynamo Brest over Kremenci, or actually Kremenci over Dynamo Brest 4-1. That's right, 4-1. If you want more scores, go to scoreboard.com/EN for Anglais. Okay, I mean, there are a lot of scores to give you. Give you some hockey in the NHL placement group. I think we did this already. Yeah, we did. Lightning over the Bruins, 3-2. Colorado over Dallas, 4-0. And in the playoff round, it goes something like this. Florida Panthers put on... Who's this? Okay, let's... okay, did we do all the playoffs and everything? Yeah, we did. Okay, we did the placement. We did the playoffs. All right, let's get you over with baseball from Japan. And the Omuri Giants over the Hanshin Tigers, 4-1, 4-4-0 Giants, 1-5-1 Tigers. Fujinama for the Tigers gets his third loss in a row. Togo for the Giants gets his fourth win in a manner of two speakings. The Cebu Lions over the Nippon Ham Fighters, 7-2. Okay, let's go to it. Got the win. Togo got the win for the Giants. He's 4-2. Cebu Lions over the Nippon Ham Fighters, 7-2, 7-14-0 for Cebu and the Lions, and 2-11-1 for the Ham Fighters. Martinez took some action. Anyway. The Chibalade Marins over the Oryx Buffaloes, 12-1, 12-11-0, and there. Your pitchers for the Nippon Ham Fighters and Cebu Lions game. Martinez for the Ham Fighters got a loss. He's 1-4. Hirari. Okay. I think we're done here. Yeah, we are. Aha. Yeah, Martinez for the Nippon Ham Fighters. Oh boy.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Thursday, boss. The Rakuten Golden Eagles defeated the Fukuoka Silverhawks 6-0, 6-10-0. For the Eagles, 0-1-1 for the Hawks. Wakui for the Rakuten Golden Eagles got a 6th win in a row. Wada for the Fukuoka Silverhawks lost his first. By the way, Suzuki let the good times roll, but not roll good enough. He is lost at 1-3. Ojima for Chicago Westerner. Anyway, let's get to it here. Yakut Swallows. The Hiroshima Carp beat the Yakut Swallows 4-1. 4-10-0 for the Carp. 1-5-0 for the Swallows. Onishi got the loss for the Swallows, while Nomura got the big old win for the Carp. And the Yokohama Bay Stars give a big victory to the Chinichi Dragons, 8-2, 8-14-1 for the Bay Stars, 2-3-1 for the Dragons. Hamaguchi gets the big win. He's 3-1, and Yanagi gets a loss. He's 1-2. And in the Korean Baseball Organization, let's go to it. The Doosan Bears and Samsung Lions ended up tied in extra innings, 2-2, 2-4-1 for Doosan Bears, and 2-12-3 for Samsung Lions. Hanwha Eagles, an 8-5 winner over the NC Dinos. It was 8-12-0, 3-6-9. Anyway, Viva Michu, bud. Let's keep going. The Doosan Bears and Samsung Lions ended up tied at 2, with a little tittering from the peanut gallery we have. Yes. 8-12-0 for the Eagles. 5-6-2 for Dinos. LG Twins over the Kia Tigers, 6-4. 6-11-0 for the Twins, and 4-11-0 for the 4. Okay. Okay, and the Twins beat the Tigers. The LG Twins beat the Kia Tigers 6-4. 6-11-0 for Twins, 4-9-0 for the Tigers. Kiwoom Heroes spanked the KT Wiz Swan 12-3, 12-15-2 for the Heroes, and 3-10-0 for Swan. And this game was abandoned. Lottie Giants 3-1 winners over the SK Wyverns. 3-7-0 for the Giants, 1-3-1 for the Wyverns. And there you go. That's your score. And we have done our duty for another rollicking, fun weekend. We thank you for tuning in. Nick Ricada and Lost Blaming the Interwebs is next on his Ricada Law channel. Drexel is there, so you know it's going to be unhinged. I'm Steve Bexley, and I know a lot about being unhinged. Only kidding. Maybe. That's going to wrap it up. We will see you tomorrow night, 11:10 East Coast time, 8:10 Pacific Coast time, and we have a lot of fun, more fun than a barrel full of monkeys drinking moonshine. That's going to wrap things up. Lost Blaming the Interwebs is next. Sports Final comes on sometime after us. May all your teams, may your favorite teams always be winners. And good night from, well, wherever this is. But you got to know, wherever you are, chances are you've already been. And good night, everybody. Drive safely. And remember, the eggs are being incubated. So, no touchy. Thanks, everybody. Good night, America, wherever and whomever ye may be. We'll see you tomorrow night.